From Nashville, Tennessee, inside the Noize podcast with your host, Jenna Hydeman. Here's Jenna.
Welcome back to Inside the Noize. My name's Jenna.
I'm Katie Kalp.
And today we have Brinley Addington back in the studio.
Woo! Glad to be here.
Did you miss us?
I did.
I mean, you didn't see me last
Yeah, you
time.
weren't here last time, so I
know.
didn't really have, that to go off of. But yes, I if you had been here, I would have missed you like crazy.
It's okay, because
What
you
a
played our
kind
listening room
gentleman.
round.
That's right.
And I saw you.
I was
so
there.
It's fine.
I re-listened to that this morning on my way back from the gym.
Did you? Did you have the feels?
It was great.
Was that the one you were at? Were you there?
I was there.
Okay.
I was
Because there was
present.
one that she ditched me for, but it's fine.
Yeah. But yeah, so each week on the podcast, we start off with Make Some Noise, Stop That Noise. It's like a good week, bad week. I can go first. My Make Some Noise is my best friend got married last weekend.
Woo!
Smooth wedding. Everything went great. Most chill bride.
Did your dress zip after you were having that issue?
So the dress zipped. However, before the wedding, I broke the clip off of it.
Oh, great.
Like 3 days before I tried it on, and it was a tight fit. And so like those next 3 days, didn't really eat that much.
We do not support
Did a lot of
eating.
did a lot of cardio, and then it zipped. But
Eat
then,
a head of cabbage, guys.
then the problem was like since there was no clip, it kind of unzipped a little bit all night, just like a little.
Hey, I'm not going to say it. I could have made a really bad joke. It's fine.
Yeah, the dress fit. It was a great wedding, super pretty, chill bride. Like that was the best part. Was like there was no pressure on anyone.
Oh, that's good.
And it was just beautiful. And then my Stop That Noise. I don't know if any of y'all have noticed this. It gets light out at like 5 a.m. now.
Yeah.
I'm
I like that.
I wake up naturally like with the light, and I like to get 6 hours of sleep and go to bed between like 11 and 12, and wake up at like 6:18.
Not picky at all.
I've been waking up at like 5.
I mean, I wake up at 5 every day on purpose. I set my alarm, but
Yeah.
I like waking up to sun because I'm like, oh, it's already halfway through the day or whatever.
Same, but I have the 2 big windows in my room, so there's no sleeping in for me. Like it's just bright all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I could sleep in.
That's my Stop That Noise.
Wow.
They say that's good for you though to wake up naturally.
It is.
To light like that.
And also, then it's not abrupt. You're not interrupting your REM.
Right.
Because of the alarm, like the abrasiveness of an alarm.
True, but this morning I struggled because I like woke up that early. My alarm hadn't gone off yet, and I'm like, I think I need a little more sleep. And then I was in this awkward like half sleep, not sleep, weird dreams.
Oh. The limbo.
What were your dreams, Jenna?
We're gonna talk about those
Was
later.
Cody Johnson in one of them?
No.
Oh.
Normally it is.
He's like, that's a lie. He's never been in one of my dreams.
In your dreams.
Okay.
She just got so uncomfortable and she
Oh,
laughs
that's
whenever she's
great.
uncomfortable.
Katie, would you like to go?
Yes. So my Make Some Noise is the fact that Taylor Swift is dropping something. We're saying something tonight at 12 o'clock.
Yeah, are you
Eastern
staying
time.
up for it?
Heck yeah. I mean, I stay up late anyway, but I'll be specifically, I told my friend, I was like, we're going to go. We need to be in the same room when it happens. Because I'm like, I've always been a Taylor Swift fan. Like, I saw her on her first tour when she opened for, like, Rascal Flatts and all these other people.
I saw an FFA convention once opening for Toby Keith.
How long ago was that?
It was
I saw her like 2007.
It was right when she put out Love
2006.
Story, and I only went to the FFA convention because Taylor Swift was going to be there.
I mean, honestly, I would have done that.
Wow.
FFA is
Had
your
to sit through a lot of boring
future farmers of
conferences.
America, by the way. Jenna is rural country up in here. And then my Stop That Noise is the draft. I'm sorry, I love football, but I don't like tourists. So, and of course, we live in the tourist capital of like the world, but great place to live. I absolutely love Nashville, but like the people, it's just a lot of people, and they
Yeah.
shut down Broadway, and you can't really
They're everywhere.
get around
I
anywhere.
saw
like
them all walking everywhere on the way over here.
like
I was,
we're downtown, but we're not even
Yeah.
close to the main area right now, and it's literally, I saw like 50 people on the way here just walking in. Today's Thursday. It's not even Saturday yet when the actual main thing is going on. So
Yeah.
it's just crazy. So I just want to stop that noise because just watch it from home, guys. It's the same thing. You're not going to touch anybody's hands probably. But I get it. If you're like, I get it. It's just like the T-Swizzle fans this morning.
touching hands.
Touching hands.
It's all about touching
Is
hands.
that what we go to shows for? Is it touch
Kissing?
hands?
I don't know.
So that's from Sweet Caroline, isn't it?
Yeah.
Reaching out, touching hands,
There you go.
touching you.
I get it.
That's funny. Everybody's trying to touch T Swift's hand.
Yeah, just anything.
Oh, what am I supposed to do?
Make some noise.
Make some noise. I have a new song coming out next week. I'm really excited about that, which I'm sure we're going to talk about more, but it's called Come Back. And not Comeback. Don't call it a comeback. It's Come Back. So we've had a lot of confusion. Actually, no one said a word about it.
He hasn't gone anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. I haven't gone anywhere. But yeah, that's next Friday, the 3rd, May 3rd. It's not as highly anticipated as whatever Taylor Swift is releasing, but it is still pretty highly anticipated.
At least you're not competing with her.
Yeah,
that is
like
true.
That
my aunts and uncles cannot wait to hear this song.
Picked perfectly.
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, at least it wasn't that.
Yeah.
We actually were gonna put it out tomorrow, Friday, and it just whatever grace of God thing. I was like, let's just wait till the 3rd. I like the number better for whatever. I was like, let's do it May 3rd. And then whatever she's putting out, I still think it's a greatest hits record.
I agree.
Yeah, I kind of agree now that you said that because the butterfly wings say me in the middle of it, and it's like a compilation, like you said about Scott Perchetta.
Yeah, I saw Scott's post, and it was like it said something about like
everyone was pissed. Then they were like, "It's better not just be a
here's to like all the magic we made or something like that." And I was like, "Oh, I think that's a
and it would make sense
record.
considering that she just switched record labels.
Yeah,
it's kind of like the last hurrah. Like here's everything.
A lot of people do that when like they don't have any more of anybody's catalog. They do a little push, make a little.
And for her, I mean, she has to embrace it, even though she did leave Big Machine. So it's like, it's kind of a good thing for both angles. And
end of a chapter kind of thing. And my stop that Noize is also going to be the draft. I'm excited that we're having it. I think it's really great that Nashville's getting all this cool and neat stuff. The draft, like all the other, stuff we're having at the convention center. I think it's great, but
Jimmy Buffett
is Saturday. The Music City Marathon is this weekend.
Taylor Swift has something.
No.
You gotta run it.
Absolutely not.
Maybe Taylor Swift will run it.
That's what it is. She's announcing that she's running the marathon.
Oh, wow.
And we're all going to be like, great. Good for you. But
we'll be their signs.
Yeah, these people are going to stay up till midnight tonight and be like, oh, she's running the marathon. Good for you, Taylor. But yeah, I guess, it is the Stop the Noize thing. I was just, I have this conversation, I have this love-hate thing because since the city has boomed, I've been here almost 11 years. I got here in 2008. So I did that math all by myself. Like when I first got here, it's like if you wanted to be somewhere in 10 minutes, you could leave your house and 10 minutes later you'd be there. Mm-hmm. If you drove a speed limit, whatever. Now, if you want to be somewhere in 10 minutes, you have to leave like 20, sometimes 30 minutes before you want to go anywhere just because traffic. But it's brought in a lot of great new food, things to do, bars and, entertainment stuff. And yeah, obviously more people being here is good for the economy and all that stuff. And I'm all for it. I want the town to do well, but I do miss it about maybe like 6 years ago. It was in a little sweet spot for me, and I kind of miss that.
Yeah, I would say, I can't really say anything. I'm a tourist, too, technically, because I came here 3 years ago. So, but I don't know, living here and just visiting here is two different things, I feel like. And like you said, like the 10-minute thing, like when I first moved here, I was able to get from Bellevue to here in 20 minutes, and now it's like hour and a half or whatever, and especially all the construction. They wait till like the middle of the day to do construction during rush hour, and I'm like, guys, come on.
And I, again, been here 11 years, but I came from a small town in East Tennessee, and it's like traffic's not a thing. Mm-hmm. If you were ever stuck in, you just switch lanes and just go around it. Like you were never stuck in traffic for anything. And like we would go to Knoxville to like Tennessee games or something. I was like, oh, this is traffic. Or like we go to the Bristol races or something. I'm like, okay, this is the most traffic I've ever been in. And then you get down here, and we're not as bad as Atlanta or anything, but. That's my Stop This Noize is going to be the draft. I think it's cool, but everybody, like I said, there was like 20 people wearing Buffalo Bills jerseys walking across the bridge earlier, and I was like, man, they're getting an early start. I'm sure everybody will be down there.
Yeah, I know. Like apparently a bunch of bars on Broadway
are bought out by the team, so there's gonna be nowhere for people to even go.
Like last night was the Titans one at Luke Bryan's,
and so these people are gonna try to be going to these bars, but they're gonna be closed for private events.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. So then they're just going to be on Broadway.
So just going to be wandering the streets. Huh.
It's supposed to pour today, too. All, till 3 o'clock in the morning.
Awesome.
So that should be real interesting.
That'll show them.
Take that.
I'm just scared
Welcome
about
to Nashville.
how many accidents there's about to be because of that. Like, tourists that don't really know where they're going or what they're doing, and they're using Uber, and
yeah.
It's just not going to be a good
Well, plus, I'd say they will start blocking off a lot of the roads for the marathon at some point tonight.
Oh, gosh.
I'm going to request to not go to work tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't you sick? You sound a little sick. You got a little tickle.
It's a little scratchy.
It might come from me because I think I was sick last week, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you gonna play us a song?
Go ahead.
I have a guitar next to me, and I am thinking about picking it up and playing a song for you guys.
Oh,
Go
What's
ahead.
it called?
We gotta.
I want to touch Taylor Swift's hand.
We're gonna wait for it. But before we do that, I have a new segment that Katie's gonna hate. But guess what? I would really just like to share once a week my top. We'll cut it down. I was gonna do 10, but my top 5.
I love how you tell me these before you do this. Okay.
My top 5 Texas country songs that I'm listening to right now. See, Brinley's interested.
I kind of love this.
See, so I mostly only listen to Texas country, and I get on kicks, and right now I'm on a big kick. And so I was gonna do my top 10, but I'll do my top 5 with one honorable mention coming in number 6.
Go for it.
Okay, you ready? Number 6. Ain't Nothing to It by Cody Johnson.
Okay.
Have you heard it?
We
I have
know
not,
Joe
actually.
Kojo.
Okay, one of my favorites. Number 5, Darlin' by Tristan Merez. He's a new kid. I think he's maybe 20, maybe 21. He might be old.
Got his whole life ahead of him.
What? He's good. This is his 4th song out. Really enjoying it. Number 4, Keep Her on the Line, Randall King. Have either of you guys heard that
I've heard
one?
that one.
Okay.
I don't know
Yeah.
any of these people, so I know Cody Johnson. That's it.
Well, the top 3 spots are held by Cody Johnson.
Wow. So this is the Cody Johnson segment of
Yeah.
the.
She literally finds a way to get Cody Johnson's name into the podcast at any point.
Number 3, Doubt Me Now, Cody Johnson. Have you heard it?
I don't think I have.
It's a good one. It's
Does it go, now you doubt me now? No.
kind of, but I'm more of a sad song person, and this is more of an upbeat song, so it's nice to switch up my mornings and not start off on a sad note. Number 2, Finn's Post by Cody Johnson.
I've heard that one, for sure.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
And number 1,
Let's go. Do it.
Where Cowboys Are King, Cody Johnson.
Wow, a lot of
I
diversity
didn't
on
hear
this.
George Strait in there. I'm offended.
Now, wait, if I had a 10, 9, and 8, I'll just give you guys 10. Number 10 would have been Melissa Michaela, Cowboys Like That.
I love her.
Super good. She's from
Yeah.
Texas.
Mhm.
That's a good one. Number 9 would have been Bad Guy by Casey Donahue. He just put out 7 new songs. And number 8 would have been
I'm raising my hand.
The
'cause I have a
Devil
question.
Don't Scare Me No More by Josh Ward. So
You
there
know-
was some diversity up there, but I couldn't put them in the top 5 because I've basically only been listening to those 3 Cody Johnson songs in my car. So I had
Yeah.
to put them 1, 2, and 3.
Because all you listen to is Cody Johnson.
I know. I switched it up a little bit.
Because you're like,
The
oh, I
CD
can't just
stuck in
make
the
this
CD
all about-
player, and that's all her car plays.
Basically.
That's it. Well, Kylie. I don't know.
Kylie
her,
Frey. She
yeah,
is
Kylie
also
Frey.
from...
I know her Instagram handle is Kylie French Fry.
Yeah.
I've seen her a couple times.
She kills
She's
it.
so good.
Yeah.
And she's Texas country too.
Yeah.
So good.
I'm a little behind right now. I go through kicks
Brinley,
like you do.
I'll make you a playlist, and I'll send you a link.
Or just I'll look up the Cody Johnson record, and then I'll be right there.
No. We have to have a few others.
To be Love Jay.
Yeah. Yeah. I go through kicks too. It's where I'm super into it. I'm like, okay, I want to know what Nashville's doing. I want to be on the cutting edge. I want to know what's hot now. And then I'm like, man, I'm sick of all this. I want to hear. Oh, my mom's calling.
She wants to be featured
We'll
on
talk
the podcast.
later. No, she can get her own podcast. Yeah, I go through kicks too. Just I just want something different. And to me, I feel like the sound in those songs are more of what I'm into in the Texas format.
Yeah.
Even though I would say
Yeah.
I'm a Nashville artist for sure.
Right.
And I don't know if they'd let me be a Texas artist because I'm not from there, but. I do love that red dirt scene, and I love I think there's a lot more honesty in the songwriting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I will say that's
a
the
lot
one
of
that I
those
like, too.
songs on Cody's new album did come out of Nashville. Randy Montana was the writer on a lot of them. Trent Willman,
Yeah.
but Trent's from Texas, I think. Anyway, I just got fully into the album though. I hadn't really dove into the whole thing. I had picked 2 favorites, and now I have 5 favorites.
Oh, nice. Well, I had some buddies get some songs on that record, and they're all really fired up about it because they're like, yeah, our country songs got recorded, and which is kind of a funny thing, but they're really fired up about it.
Yeah, I mean, you should be
Yeah.
at that point.
Yeah.
So obviously we have not sat down and talked before.
We haven't.
I've met you before, but we have not done that. What has been going on in your life since last time you talked to Jenna for the podcast?
Well, not a lot has changed. I'm a pretty consistent guy. Yeah, last time I was here, we were talking about my new record at the time, which was Songs from a Bar, and we were promoting the new single No Thanks, and since then, just playing a little bit, writing every day, and trying to just keep the ball rolling, and there for a while at the end of the year, I kind of didn't know what I was doing. And I felt like we had kind of come to the end of that EP, and we're trying to start thinking about what the next thing would be. It's like, well, do I want to do another EP? We had talked about doing Songs from a Bar Volume 2. Mm-hmm. And I was like, well, I don't know. We just did that, so I want to do something different. And I got to looking for songs, but, and then we kind of landed on this comeback thing of like, it stuck with me so hard that I was like, I just want to put this song out by itself because it really doesn't fit what I want to do. I don't really have a long-term target I'm trying to hit. I was just like, I like this song right now, and I want to put it out right now. And I played it on the last podcast. That's how long I've had it. I wrote it in January of last year. Oh, wow. And I wrote it by myself, which, it's kind of scary because, if people are like, man, this song sucks, it's all my fault. So
now, when you write by yourself, do you, schedule time in your calendar? Because you probably have a pretty booked schedule when you have writes with everyone else. Do you specifically put in your calendar write with me?
I have done that. I've done that where I've booked time to write by myself. I have, but I feel like the better songs are I'll be in my house doing something completely mundane. I'll be doing laundry. I'll be cleaning the kitchen or doing dishes or something like that, and something will hit me. I'm like, oh, I need to write that down, and I'm like, oh, this goes with it. Oh, this goes with it. And I'll just keep doing what I'm doing, and the next thing I know, I've written a song usually, and usually I hear a melody, but sometimes it's just lyrics, and then I sit down and try to make it fit. But this one came from I had a feel, and I was trying to, I had this idea for this song for a little while, and then it took actually being in a long distance relationship to bring it out of me. And I was like, oh, okay, well, and it honestly fell out in a few minutes, and I sat down and tried to write this song, but writing by myself is usually kind of just an organic thing. It's like, oh, I've got an idea. Let me put it down. Oh, here's some more. And it just starts rolling. And, in a few minutes I have a song. But
what's the weirdest place you've written a song?
Weirdest place I've written a song.
Where it just came to you?
Well, a lot of ideas come to me in the shower. I don't know what it is. It's not like I'm singing. I don't sing.
There's nothing else going on.
Yeah, I think it's just because I let my mind run. I first thing in the morning. It's it's part of my routine. Is I get up and I take a pretty long shower in the morning just to get going. Just check cobwebs off. And I think it's just when my brain is turning on and getting going. I don't know what it is, but it's I'm not trying to think about anything specifically. Sometimes I listen to music, but a lot of the time I don't, just because I want to have that, and I know that's where the ideas come. So I'm just don't distract yourself. And so I have ideas there, and there've been multiple times I've had to hop out and sing into the phone
Siri,
so I don't lose it.
Open a note.
yeah, I've done that before. I was Siri, notepad, and then it's too loud in there and she can't hear it. I'm like, damn it. And so I have to jump out and do that, and then I think of a second verse line or something. I have to jump back out again. I'm trying to type it, and it's just
you get the ones that you can attach to your shower, you can put your phone in it, and it's waterproof.
Maybe
and
just
you can talk to it.
Bring
and it records everything.
Right on the shower wall.
Oh,
yeah.
An expo marker.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Gotta shampoo that. Okay, well that's
not a terrible idea. That's more of something I would do. I get a sticky dry erase board that I would put above the faucet where it wouldn't get wet. That I would 100%
just
do.
Just be
that.
what do I do today? Also,
yeah,
song.
exactly.
Okay.
And that's where the ideas come. The weirdest I've written. I really don't write in weird places. If I don't feel like I'm in a place to really do it, which is either at home when I'm writing by myself or in a writing room, I'm not thinking about that because I want to soak up the moment of what's going on. So when I do get in there, I have something to say. And sometimes stuff just hits you. I've written hotel rooms, and I wrote a song in a bar one time. Me and a guy were talking. It was a funny idea. We wrote it in 15 minutes, just passing notes back and forth, and that was kind of fun. But other than that, if I'm not trying to do it, I'm not trying to do it.
Cool. Do you want to play us Comeback?
I sure do.
He's not making his comeback. He's been here.
I've been here the whole time.
Hold
on, I gotta tune that because it's gonna sound terrible if I don't.
He tunes because he cares, guys.
Here you go. Girl, I know you gotta go. You got boxes in the car. I don't wanna hold you up. I don't wanna make it hard. No, there ain't nothing wrong. You just got somewhere to be. I knew when I signed on, you had to leave. So go ahead, girl, spread your wings. Do what you gotta do, wherever that might lead. I'll be right here waiting on you. I ain't trying to change your mind. Ain't gonna stop you in your tracks. Ain't trying to make you stay. I just want you to come back. Find the end of every road. Make a wish on every star. And wherever your heart goes, just know mine ain't too far. Now leave the porch light on, in case there's something that you miss and you wanna come back home. But until then, go ahead, girl, spread your wings. Do what you gotta do, wherever that might lead. I'll be right here waiting on you. I ain't trying to change your mind. Ain't gonna stop you in your tracks. Ain't trying to make you stay. I just want you to come back. Wanna see you touch the sky, grab hold of all your dreams. When it comes to you and I, where you are, don't change a thing. So go ahead, girl, spread your wings. Do what you gotta do, wherever that might lead. I'll be right here waiting on you. No, I ain't trying to change your mind. Ain't gonna stop you in your tracks. Ain't trying to make you stay. No, I ain't trying to make you stay. I just want you to come back. Come on back. Thank you.
Wow.
Thanks, guys.
I almost started tearing up there.
Oh,
I'm gonna be sad the rest of it.
I've been there.
I have that effect on people.
Now, when you're putting that song out, and it's obviously about a girl,
Mm-hmm.
are you thinking like she's gonna hear it and react, or have you?
Oh,
like,
she's already heard it.
she's already heard- Okay.
And it's kind of a thing, like, yeah, I did write this for somebody, and enough time has gone by, and that's a thing that didn't work out. But it's a thing that this song, after that fact, I wrote it for her. You know, as she was leaving, you know, we're doing the long distance thing, and you know, I just, it hit me, and I wrote it. It just fell out, and you know, I wanted to share that with her, and just trying to be sweet and get some brownie points, and you know, so, but over time, like, even as it didn't work, and, you know, I was kind of like getting over things, like, I just sat around and played that song. I don't know why. Like, it was like a little, like, security blanket thing for me. And I've always liked songs like that, where, you know, like, every light in the house is on, where, you know, this is like my,
I was just listening to that, like, the
yeah,
other day.
kind of my version of that is, you know, I've always liked that picture of that guy who, like, you know, and I remember the music video from when I was a kid, is like, you know, he's basically rewiring his house to be brighter. So it's like, hey, you go do what you need to, but hey, I'm going to be here. And I think there was a little bit of me that just, like, kind of envisioned that, and just, I don't know what it was. And being so personal and being just as honest as I think I've ever been in a song, I was like, this is really what I think and what I feel. And I think just being honest is what drew me to it, and why, like, you know, I'd be just sitting around my house watching TV and whatever, and I'd just start going, and I played it 100 times, and, you know, and looking at it now, it's really not even so much about her. It's just, it's something I look on fondly, and I think we've all, like, had to let go of people, whether that's, you know, breaking up, or, you know, heaven forbid, somebody passing away or moving away, or friends that we lose touch with. Is like, you want to wish them well. You want to, like, you know, if you love somebody, set them free, you know, that kind of thing. And I think that sentiment is there.
Katie's face, like, just like,
Because I'm trying not to cry.
Well, no, like, you know, like, nowadays I feel like it's, if you love somebody, text them 100 times until they respond to you.
Oh, gosh.
But the stalk them. But if you love somebody, find out where they live. But sorry, that's weird, guys. But you know, that's kind of been.
knows me.
That's funny because Jenna does that.
Show up at their house at 2 a.m.
Cody Johnson's just coming for you.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we are
Look out,
cutting
Cody.
out the weird jokes about him because he's a married man.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that
Oh.
like that. You made that weird. I was just saying because you're a really big fan of his.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Dying.
But no, this like I don't know what it was. It just I was drawn to this song, and I think it just happened for so long. And again, I was trying to figure out what I was doing. I was like, man, I'm just gonna put this out, and I really didn't overthink it, which I have a tendency to do, is to overthink everything. And if we're being honest, and I was like, man, I just really like this, and maybe somebody else is gonna like this, or has had to let go of somebody while still caring, and just may need a little help doing it, or just something to say of like, another song that makes me think of is that Patti LaBelle song, How Can I Help You Say Goodbye? And I've always loved songs like that. They tear me up, but I love them, and this is I want to sing real stuff, and I like the fun stuff, like like No Thanks, like I love singing stuff like that, and doing the whole Songs from a Bar thing was a blast. But it's like, man, I am not scared one bit of like sharing feelings, and I probably overshare sometimes, but
I feel like the more honest you are, I feel like that's with everything though. The more honest you are and the more real you are, that's what people are gonna
More drawn to.
Yeah.
I mean, because you're going through the same stuff. I feel
Yeah.
like everybody goes through some version of what you're going through, if in some point in their life. Like, doesn't matter how old you are.
Right, and you have to let people do that. You have to give them room if the opportunity comes where something great comes along, and it means that you no longer are with that person or whatever. Like you have to do that. It's the right thing to do. You can't back. Nope, don't do it. That's clipping somebody's wings, and I just don't think that's how you show somebody you care about them. And you try to do your best. And like I said, sometimes it doesn't work out, and sometimes it does. But I also talking about honesty. Like that was my New Year's resolution this year. So just be more honest. And there's been a lot of people I think I've bettered friendships with because I've been more honest this year. And there's probably some people I've really pissed off because that
was mine too. That was literally, I was just like, you know what?
It's hard because you don't want to hurt people's feelings, and you don't want to alienate people. But I feel a lot better. I feel like I think a lot of people know me better.
Yeah.
And again, sure. Maybe they don't like it as much as they did before because I try to be a nice guy, but. I've told people like, I straight up don't want to do that, or I think that's awful, and it's like, sorry, I don't get it. Or I've told somebody, especially talking music and stuff, it gets really dicey because everybody loves what they love, and it's like if I told you I didn't like Cody Johnson, which I do, but
I'd be okay with it.
Yeah, right, but like
I would
be accepting.
He's never coming on the show ever again.
I feel personally attacked.
No, but I love Cody's music, but it's like. People like what they like, and if you differ, that's it. Anybody, like if you differ opinions with people, they, don't always respond well to it,
Yeah, it depends on the person too, I feel like.
But my goal musically is to be as honest as I can be, just as I would be in real life.
Cool. Yeah. Do you guys want to play a game?
Yes.
I'm ready for it.
That got a little serious. Let's play a game.
He's like,
no, this is like the lights are coming down, and like we don't have buzzers.
We already blew
we
the
have to
cue
have
up.
a buzz in noise.
Okay, so create your noises.
Could that be mine? That's me buzzing in.
Okay, so the game, I was listening back to the podcast, and you guys both said that you really, really enjoyed the Set This Circus Down album from Tim McGraw.
Oh, yeah.
So I have some songs. Don't cheat, Jenna. Let's see if you guys actually like it as much as you say you do.
Okay.
So I'm going to speak some lyrics. This is a really hard album, too.
Okay, I'm ready. How many are there?
Lyrics. 3.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to speak some lyrics, and if you need more, let me know.
Okay.
But
whenever you're ready, do I just blurt it out?
You have to do your buzz.
I'm getting nervous. Okay.
And then you have to say what it is, okay? I felt the hand of the devil, felt his breath on my skin.
Angel Boy.
Dang it!
1 for Brinley.
That's unfair. Now I'm down. Okay.
Damn, that was bad. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. They wouldn't let him play the Opry with whiskey on his...
Things change.
Wow, Jenny, you're a fake
I love this
fan.
record, and I'm a word nerd on top of this. So.
Oh, no.
That's how I would have known this.
Okay.
Okay,
Let's see if I can get one.
And those are the two I don't really know as well.
See, those are...
I know, that's why
Dang it.
I picked the ones that, were...
If you played the clip of the song, I think I'd be better.
Oh, yeah, duh. That's... The whole point is that you know lyrics. I'm a lyrical person.
Sorry, Jenna.
Sorry, Jenna.
Very,
Okay.
I'm gonna go home and study it now. Okay.
Girl, I know there's times you must have thought.
Cowboy Me.
You didn't do the buzz.
Cowboy Me.
Brandon
No.
didn't do your buzz.
Oh, you get that one.
It's fine. I still lose.
You still lost, but yeah, Cowboy Me. And that was the part when he's talking to the girl and saying basically like that's just the cowboy in you rather than Cowboy Me. So I was trying to be all.
That's another song about that too. Like I feel like you could kind of equate. Not obviously that's an amazing song, but it's like being honest. I think that's one of the more honestly written country songs of the last 20 years.
Yeah, especially when he's like, I'm looking in the mirror and
yeah,
that's just the cowboy in me that I'm looking back
right.
at and stuff like that. That's
so many great images in that, and that I do love that record so much.
Apparently,
that was like a
apparently
quarter.
You love it a little bit more than Jenna then.
Like I said, I'm a word
My
nerd.
favorite's
so.
why we said goodbye.
I almost did that one.
Love that one.
It was a heartbreaker.
Okay, do you want to do confessions?
We can.
Can we? Or do you want to play another song?
Yeah,
for
let's
us?
talk about another song first.
Okay.
What other new songs do you have?
That's it. That's just the one. that is the funny thing is like last time he's like I was putting an EP, so I had like 3 or 4 songs I could have played, and then now it's like cool, it's just this one, but this one's called "Come Back." Well, our other project that we put out last year, which I'm still incredibly proud of, we recorded, released, did a music video for this one. This is written by my good friends Brett Tyler, Ryan Beaver, and Will Weatherly. I'm really glad they let me record this. It's no thanks. No neon, no smoke, no cold beer, no dirty jokes, no country cuties, no cheap drinks, no good no yes, no thanks. I wanna go where the night's gonna go. Jukebox or band playing solid country gold, yeah. Feeling big city gone, getting nitty gritty on with the pretty cherry bomb on the dance floor. I wanna feel the way it makes me feel when the good times roll, ain't reinventing the wheel, no. Gotta say that's my kind of place, so if it is, I'm all in. If it ain't, no thanks. Bottle service, VIP, is overrated, if you ask me. DJ spinning, fill in the blanks. Thank you kindly, but no thanks. I wanna go where the night's gonna go. Jukebox old band playing solid country gold, yeah. Feeling big city gone, getting nitty gritty on with the pretty cherry bomb on the dance floor. I wanna feel the way it makes me feel when the good times roll, ain't reinventing the wheel, no. Gotta say that's my kind of place, so if it is, I'm all in. If it ain't, no thanks. Don't wanna have to go too far, 'cause I've been working too damn hard. Just wanna throw this truck in park where a bar is a bar is a bar. I wanna go where the night's gonna go. Jukebox or a band playing solid country gold, yeah. Feeling big city gone, get your Travis Tritty on with the pretty cherry bomb on the dance floor. I wanna feel the way it makes me feel when the good times roll, ain't reinventing the wheel, no. Gotta say that's my kind of place, so if it is, I'm all in. If it ain't, no thing.
Woo. Freaking love that song.
Thank you.
Katie was like jamming. I thought she was gonna come in with some like.
Oh, I know so many Brinley Addington lyrics. You have no clue.
Oh yeah.
Oh, should we play a game where I read Brinley's Addington?
I mean, he's gonna win, but
Maybe not.
I'm a big
I'll read them in a funny accent.
Like I'm one of those people that's like that lyric's wrong. Like the singer will be singing, and I'll be like, That's the wrong lyric, but it's okay. Whatever.
Well, you know, a lot of people, and what I always say, like especially when I'm playing new stuff, it's like I'm a songwriter, not a song rememberer.
Mm-hmm.
So if I forget stuff, it's just part of it.
Yeah, I just really like lyrics. I like how different people think. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Does that sound weird?
Or like when you think a lyric is one thing and it's really another.
Yeah. Like when you first look at Comeback, you're like, oh, he's making a comeback. And you're like, oh, it's Comeback.
But I didn't leave. Yeah.
You're like, I've been here the whole time.
That's somebody asked me that the other day. It's like, is this like you feel like you're kind of resurfacing? It's like, no. Like I've been here a long time, man.
Be like, wait till May 3rd.
Yeah, just wait. Just wait. Yeah, it's like whatever, man. But yeah, like the one that always got me as a kid is like Dust on the Bottle. I always thought was Dust on the Bible.
That's what I used to
think.
think.
And like stuff like that. Yeah.
I used to think Kenny Chesney, how forever feels was how the river feels.
How the river feels.
Because he was in front of a water in the music video,
right.
So it just made sense that it was. I want to know how the river feels.
There's another one. Eric Church. Oh my gosh, what is it? Record year. I used to think it was record deal. I'm having me a record deal. When I was like 15, yeah.
Having a record deal.
It makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I actually passionately sang it one time in the car, and my friend goes, "That is not.
That is not it.
That is not it."
Oh, that's the worst. Is when you like really lean into it,
yeah.
and your friend's like turns the thing off, and you're like, "Yeah, this is not what this lyric is."
The worst is when you're like into it, and then they just turn everything off, and it's just you singing, and you're like,
"Oh, this is the one that we always talk about," and like we've looked it up before, and we still debate.
I know what you're gonna say.
Take your cat and leave my sweater, or take your cap and
it's
leave.
Cat. It is Cat. He verified it.
Is it
on Twitter? He went
Cat?
on. It was like 2 weeks ago. Cat.
Oh, Keith
Bobby
did.
Bones. Yeah, Bobby Bones texted him and said, "Okay, we need to know."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Is it cat or cap?" And he's like, "It's cat.
It's cat.
Take your cat and leave my sweater."
Well, that would be the thing I'd want somebody to take. I'm like, I'm allergic to this cat. Now get it out of here.
Take the cat.
You and your cat get out.
Oh my god. You want to do confessions?
Yeah, we can do confessions.
Cool. Do you have any confessions, Brinley, that you'd like to tell the class?
I'm trying to think of ones that I don't want to have to go to jail for. Well, the last time was the toothbrush thing.
Yeah, he only likes green toothbrushes.
Which we talked about a minute ago before we started rolling. And I still really don't know why that happened, but that's still going on. I still have a green toothbrush. I'm trying to think if there's anything like interesting. Maybe I shouldn't say that I'm not exciting, but you were talking about your NASCAR thing. It's like where you're wearing a NASCAR shirt and never been to a race. I love NASCAR. I've been to several, and a lot of people don't know that. And a lot of people are like, "Oh, that's stupid. It's just cars going around in a circle," which it is, but it's awesome. And
I think it's cool. I don't think it's stupid. I just never been.
Yeah.
I'm from Florida. Like, I'm from Miami, so like that's not something that you like do. You like watch horses instead of cars.
But there's a racetrack there, the Homestead.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I just never.
Yeah.
Never was like, oh yeah, let's go to the track. It's like more of the older. I was like,
right, yeah, and it definitely is. But I'm an old soul for sure. But in the '90s, I mean, like that was the golden era.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Gordon and Earnhardt and
yeah.
all those guys, Mark Martin and those guys, and I was just so obsessed with it, and still am to a point. But yeah, it's that's I guess I'm probably a bigger fan of that than I am a lot of other sports, and I love college football, and I love golf, and I love basketball and baseball, and I try to keep up with my teams when I can, but like I am on top of the NASCAR stuff. When I say like I don't just like go like to get drunk in the infield at the race. I go and I'm watching, and I'm like, okay, so and so's in 7th place. If he gets to 5th place, he's gonna jump. So like I'm into it.
Do you bet?
I've done the DraftKings thing a couple times, but I only do it with tracks I know really well.
Okay.
Like if you're doing Daytona or Talladega, like anybody can win that race. But like when they come to Bristol, especially because I'm from 20 minutes from there and grew up going to the track, it's like I know who runs good at Bristol, and it's like you can pretty much bet on whoever. I didn't do it this year, but I won a couple $100 on it last year.
Oh,
yeah.
Do
you have any confessions, Jenna?
I do. So
I feel like I'm very I like correlate with you on that because I feel like I'm very boring because every single time she's like, give you a confession, I'm like, have you watched my Insta story? I literally talk about everything. It's really annoying. We get it.
Yeah.
You're just constantly confessing.
I'm constantly just because I feel like I have to at this point. Like I feel like people like are like, what are you doing? I'm like, you know what? I haven't done anything all day. It's like, sorry. I sat with my dog.
Okay. I do have a confession. So when I was in my like weird sleep this morning and I was like half dreaming, half awake, do you guys watch Riverdale?
No.
It's kind of like a darker show. Like, it's all about, like, mysteries and, like, murders and, like, weird shit. And so, like, me and my sister watch it. We watched an episode last night, and every time I do that, it's right before bed, and then I have bad dreams.
So don't watch it. Boom, it's solved. That's like telling me your foot hurts because you keep kicking the door. Don't kick the door.
I usually don't go to bed right after. I usually, like, watch something else or do something else, so I'm, like, not going to bed, like, right after watching it. But I did. And then I think I was, like, anxious, like, just, like, high stress level of, like, work that needed to be done and, like, trying to manage my day to day. So when I, like, was half awake, half asleep, you guys were both in my dream.
Oh.
Wait, what were we doing in your dream?
We were, like, trying. There was, like, a really big ledge.
Were we jumping off this ledge? What is happening in your dream?
We were running away from something, and we were trying to get everyone on this ledge, but it was grass, and we couldn't get anyone up there.
I bet we're running away from the NFL draft.
That's it. We're running away from Nashville.
We just didn't.
Leaving Nashville.
We didn't get up there, and then I woke up. And I was like, well,
Well, don't do crack before you go to bed, Jenna. Or watch Riverdale.
Yeah, but yeah, you guys were both in the dream. We just couldn't get up, and it was frustrating.
Oh,
We were, like, all trying to help each other.
What were we wearing in the dream?
I don't know.
Like cool clothes? Like what were we like in, like, the Hunger Games that we had, like, jumpsuits on?
No, we were in, like, regular clothes.
Oh, that's
boring.
But, yeah, so I had, like, a weird dream this morning. It's fine. I felt, like, anxious all day, and I was like, I just need to calm down.
Yeah, I did not.
Because, like, I woke up on, like, an anxious note. Clearly, I was worried about the podcast and worried about doing other things today.
Why are you worried about the podcast?
It's just stressful.
I think we're doing great.
I think we're doing great.
Well, I was worried because
Great,
last
sweetie.
time I made Brinley come back after we sat here and talked, and I didn't record it.
Yeah, but
It wasn't your
we
fault,
have not
though.
had that.
It wasn't.
We have not had that since I started with you.
Don't act like you do the audio.
I know. But just good luck.
Oh, that's great.
Just good luck. Well, I'm also always watching it, so I can always see if it's going off or whatever. But my confession is that I blew like 7 circuits in my house last night by accident.
Trying to blow up your hot tub?
No. I was plugging in lights for my backyard, pimping out my backyard, and I just got like all this wood for I got like a 13-piece like living room set for outside. And I was putting up, like, the string lights to make it, like, vibey and cool and whatever so we could have a party on Saturday because I'm like, do not go downtown. Don't go anywhere. Come to my house. I live in Berry Hill, so it's, like, kind of downtown, but it's not. And then apparently I, like, try to be, like, I don't need a man, whatever. And I put 2... I do need a man, just saying. I took electrical tape and I put, like, 2 things together, like, wires, and I apparently did it wrong, and I blew up, like, part of my...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I have to have an electrician come and, like, look at that, but I rent, so I don't know
So it's your landlord.
Pretty sure it's my landlord, but I feel bad.
You should call your landlord because you shouldn't have, like, some random guy come fix your landlord's house without them knowing.
Well, I know that. I already told him, but I, like, looked for the breaker, I, like, YouTubed it, and I was like, what am I gonna do?
Did you tell the landlord what happened? Or just like, well, this is super weird. It's all just, all of a sudden, 7 fuses are just blown.
Last night, well, it's on the same, so, like, my AC and everything is on, I guess, a different port or whatever, because I went around, because, I mean, from Florida, we have hurricanes, like, power goes out. So I was like, okay, well, I'll go around to the thing and pop the fuse, and I went and did it. There's only 2 things on there, so I was like, okay, well, I can't do that, and I was like, okay, maybe I do need to actually call someone, because, like, I'm one of those people, I'll, like, YouTube it before I do anything else.
Yeah.
I tried, and then I was like, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna electrocute myself by accident, so I'm just not gonna touch it. That's my confession.
My best friend in high school, my dad's a really quiet man, so he doesn't talk. Like, we lived in this, like, farm. We called it the farm, but, like, there's a big bar downstairs, and, like, you walk upstairs, and there's, like, bathroom in our bedrooms. And so she'd walk in and be like, hey, Ted, and he'd just turn and look. I wouldn't say anything, just sit there and drink. And then she would blow dry her hair, get ready at my house. And she blew the fuse at least, like, 14 times that summer. That's the only time my dad would talk to her.
Yeah, but you would be able to go pop it if you went down to
He would do it.
Yeah, see? The breaker. I couldn't do it. Like, it like, blew my bathroom, all my outlets in my bathroom, and, like, half of, like, it's in my room. I had to sleep on the couch last night. It was bad. I was not happy. Life's rough, okay?
I mean, just, like, it actually blew them, or it just flipped them or kicked them?
It didn't flip the breaker, because I went out and I tried to do that. Unless they're on a different breaker, which I don't know.
Hopefully
all of this was because Cotton bit through some cords, though. I would never have had to do this if Cotton.
Damn it, Cotton.
No, but he's perfect, so it's fine.
It's perfect.
I'll do whatever for him. It's fine.
Dogs love
like,
extension cords, though.
Yeah. He's bit through 4 already, and I keep replacing them, and I, like, taught myself how to strip wires and all. I was like, I don't need a man. I can do this myself. I, like, redid everything, and then the one I did, and it just, like, had a spark, and I was like, oh, nothing happened, and then it turns out the whole socket is just bad now.
Fried.
And then I went in, and my roommate comes, and she's like, the bathroom lights aren't working. I think all the light bulbs are out. And I was like, that's not how that works. They don't all go out at the same time. That means that something electrical.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's my confession.
Oh, very nice.
Me trying to be a woman that needs no man, that definitely needs a man sometimes. I'll admit it. It's fine. Okay, what else can we be expecting from you? Obviously, the single comes out next Friday.
Next Friday, May 3rd. Single's out. Honestly, gonna ride that for a little while. And honestly, I don't know. Like, to tell the truth, like I said, I didn't really overthink this. And I think I'm going to try that kind of method for a while. It's like when I write something or find something that I love, then I'll put that out and just kind of not stress out about it. And just like, man, if something really connects to me, like, I mean, this one, for example, like I had to put it out, you know?
Yeah.
It felt like something I had to do. And so, you know, going to be playing a little here and there and just more writing some songs and, you know, hanging out. That's all I got, really. There's not really a plan. I'm kind of just flying by the seat of my pants and enjoying it.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Like I said, I'm an overthinker, so like I in the past I've worried myself into a ball of stress, and it's like kind of like, man, it's fun to put out songs. Why am I not having fun with it? So
yeah,
that's what I'm doing.
And where can people follow you so they can keep up with everything for when you do find out where you're going?
Thank you so much for asking. It's on Instagram. It's at Brinley, Brinley Addington. Twitter is at Brinley, Brinley _ Facebook.com/Brinley Addington, BrinleyAddington.com, YouTube.com/Brinley Addington. We're everywhere, man. You know, we're on all the hot spots. And Comeback will be available on iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, everywhere that music is found. Yeah. That's my sales pitch.
And Jenna, where can we follow you at?
At J Heidemann.
Well, we gotta fix that handle, but it's okay. And mine is at Katie Kaup, and you can follow both of us at Inside the Noize with the Z on Instagram, Facebook, all that jazz, and Spotify. Anywhere you listen
iTunes. Brinley, have you left us a 5-star review yet?
I have, actually.
Oh, very kind of you.
Yeah. There you go. He was on it. He's probably on his, and he's like 5 stars. This guy's
yeah,
great.
just that one. The rest of them, I'm not really that impressed with.
This guy's amazing.
He's the mean guy that keeps saying,
I'm this guy's biggest fan.
1 star. Pretty good.
Wait, has somebody done that?
I reported it 3 times. I got taken down, and then they did it again. They put a 1 star, said, getting better, still just decent. And then someone's trolling
it's probably our competition.
And doing it, like, to be funny, I think.
Yeah.
But I, like, was really offended the first time I saw it because, like, it was our first bad review. And I was extremely offended. I'm like, someone hates it.
You just can't read them. Like, I learned that a long time ago. It was like with my first record I ever put out back in like 2011. It's like it was all super positive, and I knew a lot of the people. They're like friends of mine. But then it was like it got into like when more people were starting to hear it and make reviews, and I was like, oh, like people got personal like, this is just a shitty version of Alan Jackson or something like that. I'm like, damn. Like I was like, he thinks I'm like Alan Jackson. And I try to find the good in it.
That's what I picked up.
You know, and that's what I took away from it. But
yeah,
you just can't read it. You'll get so.
No, it's fine. I'm really not that offended.
It's just like social media. Just go past it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know.
But when I find out who it is.
Oh yeah.
We're coming for you.
Yeah.
I looked at
There'll be no place you can hide.
You can like
We will find you.
So like if someone leaves you a review, you can go look at all the other reviews they've written about other people too, and they were trolling everyone.
Yeah.
So it wasn't.
It was a troll.
The little keyboard warriors can't just. They're not happy, so they're just trolling
like
everybody.
A cheater, a troll's a troll. Same thing.
Great advice.
People be trolling.
All right. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Yep.
Do you want to say anything?
No.
No? Okay. Well, then we'll see you guys next week.